right, Panther fans. So, good morning, good morning. Real quick here, for those of you who are wondering how Fluffy is doing, he's still fighting. We have some problems solved, some new problems come up. It's whack-a-mole, but he is still eating, pooping, peeing, walking, and chewing on a stick. So it's just day by day. Don't know if it's day by day or day by day for months. Don't know. That said, a couple things going on with the Panthers. First of all, Verhaeghe looks like we're going to sign him to a long-term deal. They're talking, I think, 8 years, somewhere around 8.5. That's not a total shock, obviously, right? We knew we were going to have some other issues next year with Verhaeghe, Ekblad, and Bennett needing contracts. Now, there's been some innuendo from some people saying that it looks like the Panthers have a deal with Reinhardt in place. But here's the real kicker. Because we can talk about Verhaeghe, is that going to, how's that contract going to age when he gets older? That's not our concern right now. The thing that's come out is that the Panthers are possibly, probably, likely shopping Aaron Ekblad. Oh boy. Now, I understand, look, nobody has been more critical of Ekblad than I. That said, when you take into consideration the locker room, I understand all of the salary cap implications to the whole thing. Are we trading Ekblad to keep Montour? I mean, stranger things have happened. That wouldn't shock me. None of this would shock me because we all trust Bill Zito. Now, what would we get for Ekblad? And well, I mean, we have no first or second going into the draft tonight, so there's that. But mainly, this would just be a move to clear the cap space so we can keep as many of these other guys as possible. Not heard anything about trading Spencer Knight, so there's that. I think from the looks of it, with Knight partying with the team, he must feel pretty secure in his position. But back to Ekblad. For me personally, now I'm going to throw something out here that I know it's crazy, and I know it's never going to happen, but allow me to say it. What I would prefer to see happen is Ekblad just, I busted my knee, I hurt my hip, and he goes on the season-long LTIR. His cap isn't a problem. If he can come back for the playoffs in a reduced role, that's fine. He plays out his contract. He's still part of the room in the season where we're trying to repeat as Cup champions, and then you let his contract expire, and then he goes on his merry way wherever he would want to go. I know that would mean we wouldn't get the return in assets, but is the return in assets that we're going to get worth how that's going to change the actual culture in the actual room? Ekblad is one of the most, if not the most popular guy in terms of the players. What? Beggars can't be choosers. We win the cup. We knew that there would be sacrifices, and I know some of you thought that Ekblad might be that odd man out. I didn't think they would do it, because like I've kind of joked, then they got to take him off of the glass at the arena. That's rough. I suppose that they could make it Barkov and Kachuk, or Barkov in the Stanley Cup. Although, is there a cup already there? I don't remember. But what the report alluded to is basically kind of what I've said all year, which is, Ekblad is telling him, hey, look, I'll take less money. I want to stay, but there's this year to worry about. Now, I suppose if Montour has said, this is how much money I want, and Zito was choosing between Montour and Ekblad, ouch. Ouch. That is a tough decision. It's not a decision any of us would really want to make. But we already know Zito would trade Huberdeau. Right? We already know he would trade Huberdeau. So that's tough news. I don't know if he's going to actually be able to pull the trigger on the deal. Do you lose I mean, I don't understand why not just let Montour walk and you go the one more year Ekblad and then you move him. But for Zito, looking at it asset-wise, and this is the part I'll have to admit, asset management-wise, if you could get a first for Ekblad and then keep Montour, that's better than losing Montour and then losing Ekblad for nothing. You see what I'm saying? So Zito's got it different. He can't be a fan. He has to look at the totality of the situation and say what's best for the hockey team, and damn. But I like my LTIR, if you put him on season long, if he accidentally was to trip during one, like in the parade, it would be too late to trade. No, it wouldn't be too late to trade him. In the parade, he trips and falls off of one of those, if they're going to have floats or if they're just walking by. He's glass anyway. So he trips and falls, breaks his leg, season-long LTIR, magically comes back Mark Stone style for the playoffs. We win another cup, and then he can go on his merry way. That's my plan. That's what I would do. I don't think it's legal, but I don't care. All right, Panther fans. Kyle and I will have what we can have. Karen had to sit with the dog for me to pump this out one for you. I wonder what we get for him. I don't know. I can't imagine. There's so many different things in play there. His age, he's still a good player. The contract, there's only 1 year on the contract. Can you just do a swap for Ekblad and a first? Is somebody willing? I'm sure somebody would be willing to do that. I mean, people pay firsts for trade deadline acquisitions. He's got to be worth at least that. All right. In one hand, they've got the cup celebrating, and on the other hand, Bill Zito is having to worry about possibly trading part of the face of the franchise. That's a tough job. All right, Panther fans, we'll see how this goes. I'll see y'all later.